secret variant to kick in. So I thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in for the live stream and the live chat. Look, look at all you guys all here already and stuff. So yeah, it's great. Great to see you. So welcome to the secret variant, everybody. This is Ultra Maximus here with your final order cutoff review of orders due on 8/16/21. And in some cases, they're going to be due next week, 8/22. So we'll elaborate on what we mean by that. So just keep up, and trust me, we got you covered here. If one of your friends sends you a link to this show, they must care about your comic book collecting wallet. And that man right there giving the big old thumbs up is the reason for this beautiful Ultra Maximus logo that you see on your screen right here. So be sure to give him a follow. We're going to get to his slide here in just a second, but I wanted to give him a shout out because I see him pop up in the chat. Thank you for joining, Mr. Eric S. Hurd. And shout out to everybody else. Dave Collects, Batmite, thank you guys for joining. Good to see you in the live chat. And of course, the soundtrack is provided by the wonderful White Bat Audio. Please be sure to stop by and check them out. Subscribe to them for their royalty-free and copyright-free music, as well as, the man, the myth, the legend, Hurd S. Eric, the Rookie of the Year over there on Drunken Chat, working with Mighty Mel V on the Melvcasts and doing a fantastic job. Got dropping yet another variant cover. You should go follow him on IG for details on what that is. We FOC'd it last week, and I believe we gave him an honorable mention there. So shout out to Eric Hurd in the live chat. And of course, if it weren't for all of you guys, my loyal people who just love to see me just talk about comics, and I appreciate that, because that's all I ever really wanted to do. Talk about comics, and talk about comics honestly. So 900 plus subscribers, everybody. We are on our way to 1,000, and of course, you know that Ultrabox Giveaway is a coming, so don't forget. So this evening, I recommend that you do, of course, share the channel with at least one or two of your good comic book friends that don't currently watch a lot of YouTube, maybe, or somebody that you know is just getting into comics and doesn't know how to order their books. So this way we can all bombard stores tomorrow with orders, because there's a lot of books on FOC. And let me tell you, we're going to take a look at those too, but we need to get the view numbers up on this video. I know this is a really long video. It's got 140 plus books on it, but it's also got the hip-hop album covers that go along with the books, making it a very entertaining view. And I mean, you guys need to be digging for these books, because every day I see somebody talking about a different one and watching them increase in cost as people find out how rare they actually are. So that one, and then also don't forget to check out the other video that I've done, is the Marvel Legacy second printing homage variants, because that's another one that has so many just extremely low distribution type of gold that you're looking for. And I know you guys are looking for the good, so you know what, be on the lookout for more Spec Matrix on this channel. Spec Matrices, if we're gonna be talking plural. And shout out to Sparks Comics, a.k.a. You Promised Me Comics, and leave me a comment below. What's cracking, Dre at Barnhouse? Good to see you. For all these Southern California people, how hot was it today? And Manny, it's hot over here in Florida too. That's all I can say. But you guys know, here we go. So there is the giveaway we've talked about multiple times here. And don't forget to also check out the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. And also don't forget to follow me over there on Whatnot. I appreciate it. I'll be doing another auction soon. I skipped an auction to go to MegaCon, but MegaCon was a one-day event only. And of course, Super Chat is not yet activated. And this is one of the reasons why I push for all of my comic book content people out there to hit that 1,000 subscriber view, so we can at least get this turned on for them. And if people want to offer them a little bit of a tip for what their services are, for giving back to the community, so be it. And if you feel frisky and you wanted to do it to the brother here, not required at all. And again, I'm not expecting this from anybody, and let me tell you, when they do come in, they are extremely appreciated. And it always is nice to know that some of you guys do hold me in those high regards. And again, the community is what's making me want to do this full time. So I'm really giving it the gung-ho, everybody. We're going to see if we can get the Maximus, the numbers up, all those rookie numbers. Let's get them pumped up over 1,000 for sure. And let's talk about some books here this evening, everybody. But before we get into that, I want to talk about some of my friends, of course. And of course, if you are leaving another stream, please make sure you bookmark them to go back and watch them on the rewind as you come over here to list, as we talk about the FOCs. But don't forget to check out the Mighty Mel V and It's Drunken Chat every Saturday, 12:30 a.m., a.k.a. Friday night everywhere else in the United States. Speculation Matrix Variant Edition, of course, what I dropped there, and I'll be doing an update on my channel, so stay tuned for that. Comic Crusaders, of course, with Almega and, of course, the one and only Lucas. Make sure you're subscribed to them over there. And, of course, check out the brothers over there at Spine Ticks. I've missed 2 weeks because of being out later than I normally am. And I don't know if it's going to be a habit, guys. But I really do miss coming on there and watching you guys do your thing. And, yeah, so thank you guys for, of course, the Aunt May Galactus that you guys made happen last night. That's fantastic stuff. It was good to see. And then, of course, the dudes over there, Team Nerd, are doing their thing, too. Make sure you guys are subscribed to them. Good crew of people. And here we go. So let's take it one notch higher, everybody. Oh, what the heck did I do there? See, I'm overlapping on my slides, and I got a couple of things mixed up there. But we'll get that fixed next time. Wanted Comics, of course, got to give them a shout-out. And, of course, wow, Massive Universe Revelation. And, of course, they got that nice house on the lake, #1 and #2. Whoa. Wait. Demon Days X-Men? Nah, I was looking for that Art Germ X-Men #1. If you pulled that one, my man. Patrick, I appreciate it, though. But that 1 in 500 Demon Days X-Men, I don't even know what that looks like. Oh, no. 1 in 500 Demon Days? Nah, man. That's that Momoko? Nah, I'm good. But Dave Collection, honestly, Patrick, if you wanted to hook up a Momoko collector, he's in my live chat right now. Dave Collects, the guy who posted right above you, I think you should hit him up. Because Dave Collects is one of the dudes from Spine Ticks. Real good dude. Nah, man, I appreciate that, though. I really, really do, Patrick. And that right there is like what community is all about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you heard me talking about looking for a book, and you wanted to offer it to me through my live chat, man. That's amazing. But anyway, check out the brothers over there. No worries, man. No worries. But check out the brothers over there at Comic Barricade. Because look, if you guys are like me, you're sorting through your collection, you're doing all sorts of kind of crazy things, moving books around, deciding what to sell, deciding what to keep, trying to see what's gradable, what's not gradable, what you got to press, and you got like 15 different organizational things that you're doing. So if you don't have enough Comic Barricades, like I don't have enough. I need to put in like I need to put in a bunch of orders for this because it's no joke. As supplies start coming back around, and I'm gonna start probably liquidating more and more. But we'll see. All good, everybody. And you know what, Patrick? Don't forget, for you or anybody else that needs to organize your collection and you're going to do that Comic Barricade thing, 10% off with the code ULTRA. Sipping the drink. Hold on. All right, everybody. I think it's almost that time to get into some books. What do you think? It's time to kick off the secret variant. So let me switch views here. Say hello to you, everybody. Good to see you. No, Patrick, man, it's great. And Dave, no problem, my man. Because, dude, I know you were a Momoko lover, so you love her artwork and you want it. So, dude, that's what's up. So, let me go do something here real quick because I got animals I gotta tame. Sorry for the brief intermission there. Had to close off a portion of the house and get the animals to stop disturbing the rest of the family's trying to sleep. I'm over here screaming and they're kicking doors open trying to get over to the office. So, Spine Ticks in the house. Good to see all you guys. So anyway, let's get this thing kicked off, everybody. You didn't come to see my face. You came to see me maybe a little bit and talk about the spoilers that we're going to look at because there's going to be a ton of spoilers because we're looking at books that come out in approximately 3 weeks. Now, there's pending delays on some of these that are going to happen. You know how it is. And there are a bunch of books that are also only on FOC through their prospective publishers, but these are the ones through Diamond Distributors as well as Lunar Distribution Services. And here we go, everybody. So first up, we got Ablaze Publishing giving us a new title, He Who Fights with Monsters. Now, this was interesting because on the preview side of things, they did show you a 1 in 25 off the gate out of all these covers. There's some cool ones here. That looks like a Jay Lee cover, right? Cover C. This one, however, is wild looking. Yeah, so there it is. And then I believe that's a Captain America swipe. And then we got a cover E sketch blank cover, which if you didn't know, their sketch blanks are, I believe, $7.99. or $9.99. I think it's expensive. And then here is an FOC 25 copy incentive that they did not list until it closed to FOC. And of course, there's your regular 10 copy. You got a 20 copy that's glow in the dark. I hope that one's delivered at the same time, because you know sometimes they say, oh, it takes extra time. 30 copy J. Lee Virgin, and then the 40 copy glow in the dark, and then the 50 copy J. Lee line art variant. So lots of wicked looking books in that just one issue. And Ablaze Publishing. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of Ablaze Publishing. Do you think they are a book that, you know, are you looking more at other publishers outside of Marvel, DC, and Image, and IDW, and Boom? Because those are the big ones, of course. And DC. If I didn't say DC. I probably did. So, next up, we got Action Lab in the Danger Zone. Dropping the S Factor, number 2. And it's not the X Factor, so, you know, we don't care. No Simon Cowell, no care. Aftershock, who is shattering your expectations with Search for Who. Number 1, cover A. Oh, and you know what? There's a 1 in 15 incentive. My apologies. I did not get the incentive. And you know what? If you also have a Scout, or I'm sorry, an Aftershock Ambassador store, the Aftershock Ambassador stores also will probably have an exclusive of that number 1. So be on the lookout for that. So there's probably 2 additional variant covers that are chaseable. Next up, we've got Second Coming Only Begotten Son number 5 of 6. And this is, of course, on Ahoy with final orders due 8/22, as you see here, because Ahoy is on the Lunar distribution, and Lunar distribution likes to do things on a Sunday. So what they did is, of course, they got this thing that was just due today, which was the Snelson Comedy is Dying number 2, cover A, and then the cover B 5 copy Sergio Aragonés unlockable variant. Next up, Archie Comics dropping Betty and Veronica, Friends Forever Halloween Spooktacular. And my wife will probably like that one. World of Betty and Veronica Jumbo Comics Digest, number 8. Artists, Writers, and Artisans. Not All Robots, number 2. Black Mask Studios dropping Godkiller Tomorrow's Ashes, number 1, 3rd printing. So this is where it gets funny, because, oh, look, number 2, 2nd printing. So you guys actually sold them out and tripped them on a 2nd printing for those, which is amazing. So expect it probably to be a little bit hard to find the original Godkiller series. If these are doing well, I expect the other ones to start to move up a little bit. You're probably going to want to take a look and try to get those in your collection if you're really liking the series, if you don't have them already. And of course, with them being a Black Mask book, I know that they're already kind of on the lower side of things, of availability at least. And then, of course, we have White number 3, and that is going to round it out for Black Mask. Next, we've got Heavy Metal. And this right here, Cold Dead War number 1, this is your 2nd printing. And then Cold Dead War number 4. And I don't know if it's going to trigger additional printings of issues 2 and 3, but that might be an expectation. You might want to check with your LCS sat and see what the orderability is on those other issues if you are digging the 1st issue 2nd printing and want to read all 4. Humanoids, giving us Space Bastards number 8, but unfortunately the cover art was not available at the time of this broadcast, which is perfectly okay, because that's kind of like a Space Bastardish thing to do. And does it matter that much? Nah, probably not, because most of the people who are reading Space Bastards absolutely love that book. That is the official Ultra Maximus relay of information from people who are firsthand reading it, because I am not. But it's going to be on my radar. I'll get to reading it eventually. And shout out to everybody in the live chat. Thank you again for joining. Good to see you all here. And then Keen Spot is giving us Biden's Titans versus Dracula. Yeah. He's grabbing the hairy chest of the werewolf, probably telling him about how hairy his legs are. And then there's this. Does he smell like garlic? And then, of course, your blank sketch cover, so you can, of course, draw your own very special Biden versus Dracula team up. Oh, man. What the hell? Chad, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. I really, really do. And you know what? The verbal abuse that I get from you is sometimes making it all the worthwhile. And expect a new Viking haircut because I gotta pull the clippers out and give myself a haircut this week. So, Oni Press, drop in Orcs in Space, number 4, cover A. Cover B in black. Nate, yes, they made him sniffing somebody. How else are you supposed to remember him? I mean, come on. Orcs in Space, number 4, cover B. Rick and Morty, Rick's new hat, number 3, cover A. And then here's Rick and Morty's new hat, cover B by Stern. And there's Bird Person. So look, everything is made Zen with number 3 and Bird Person. So Scout Comics had a couple of books on FOC, but I showed them to you last week as they pretty much had these down. It's the DC stuff that Lunar can't get a full list of FOC books, because guess what? Even by today, there was books that were on FOC that did not have art shown. So good luck everybody at DC. But Midnight Western Theater here, issue number 5, is on your final order cutoff, and it will be in stores approximately 3 weeks. And then, of course, this one from last week was going to be the neat one, because the Night of the Cadillacs number 1 is, all right, so it's a 2-issue miniseries. So, of course, you guys know it's a Scout Comics book, so there's going to be a couple of the Scout stores. And then we've got cover B, which is the incentive, the 1 in 25 copy. That's a high ratio for a Scout book. But as you can see, that there's probably a reason why they did this, trying to jump sales a little bit. Let me know. Are you guys pre-ordering this, or did you pre-order this? You get your hands on getting some of this? All right, man. Oh man, that's crazy, Jamie. That's crazy, crazy. So check it out. Scout Comics. Final Lunar orders due 8/22/2021. So this is the stuff that's available. Redshift number 3. And that right there is some 2001 stuff. If you don't know what 2001 is, then you should probably watch that movie. It's a classic. Kubrick. Yeah, masterpiece. Snatched number 2. That's going to round it out for all the Scouts. And then, of course, we got Titan Comics giving us Elric, Dreaming City number 2. That's a pretty wicked looking sword, gotta say. Oh, and there it is sheathed. And the rest of it, that's a pretty cool looking cover there. So let's break this one down for a second here. This dude looks like The Witcher, but is not. And is now approaching a giant rockish crystal formation in the middle of an ocean on a boat with a dude who looks like the Black Knight. So yeah, man. Elric, Dreaming City number 2, cover C. Yeah, that sword looks pretty dope. So yeah, I might have to check out issue 1. Yeah, we got you, Chad. We know how the autocorrect be doing people dirty lately. Can't even type the name of your favorite character out without it screwing it up and turning into something you didn't even try to accomplish. This is a really old story. Cool. Well, I haven't read it yet, so I'll have to check it out. This one's not a really old story, but it's going on a 3rd print because you guys keep asking your LCS for this apparently in places that don't have them on the shelf. So if you don't have any on the shelf and you aren't... See, I'm wondering... Is it because you guys refuse to buy the incentives? Like, if the incentives are the only books left, do you buy those? Or are you not like an incentive hunter? Like, whoa, that's a really good number 1. So, yeah, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about that one. A live chat if you're listening. Light it up and let me know what you think about that. Would you buy the incentive Barbaric number 1 first print if you can go to your LCS and find it right now? So, Barbaric number 2 Deluxe Black and White edition is basically kind of like a director's cut, basically like a second print, but not really a second print. And then the cover B Black Bag variant. Gonna be interesting, right? So Dead Box number 1 cover A, and then here is your cover B by Howell. And then Dead Box number 2 cover A, and then 2 cover B by Howell. So I guess they're putting out 2 issues at the same time. That's kind of like dude getting $1 million. So if you guys see this on the shelf, make sure you read it last. I'm just saying, it's telling us that it's the last book you'll ever read. But then if number 1's the last book you'll ever read, and you read issue number 2, is that the last book you'll ever read? Like, shouldn't you wait for the trade paperback if you know imminent death was coming from reading this book? So that's kind of weird. It's kind of like Death Notice. So, the last book you'll ever read, number 2, cover B by Hickman. And then here is your cover C black bag variant. So you know that's probably going to be a little bit on the risque side. From what I'm seeing, that's what's going on with these black bags. It's kind of like either it's gory or it's stuff they can't put out there. Prince Zodiac in the house. Good to see you. Wasted Space number 23, cover A by Sherman. And then Witchblood number 2, cover A by Sterl. Cover B, not shown. And then cover C, Yoshitani. Alright, so next up, we got the Zenescope. And you know what? Zenescope actually having a big release week. Or maybe they're just all on FOC and they're not all going to release at the same time, which is kind of what I think is probably more prevalent to happening. But anyway, Bell doing the Headless Horseman, pause, one-shot. Bell Headless Horseman, one-shot cover B. And then the cover C by Burns. Grim Fairy Tales number 52, cover A. Here's your cover B. Here is your cover C by Garvey. And then your cover D by Riviero. And then Myths and Legends Quarterly Prophecy cover A. Your cover B. And yes, the one that I picked for the artwork to use on the thumbnail this evening, Myths and Legends Quarterly Prophecy cover C by Moss. I believe it says Mia Moss. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, yeah, I mean, that's kind of true there, Patrick, but I don't know. Robin Hood Hunted one-shot cover A. So Robin Hood Hunted one-shot cover B, and from what Chad K was saying, his sword Stormbringer is sentient and sucks souls, giving him strength, and it's evil, and he's good. The conflict is great. Yeah, well, as long as he's sucking the souls of evil people, I think I would do the same thing. I would find as many evil people and have the sword suck the soul of them, and just make sure I protect the good at all costs. Tainting my own soul in the process. I know that's a sacrifice that I'd be willing to make for humanity. Robin Hood Hunted one-shot cover B, like I said, and then here's your cover C. And then we've got Van Helsing Beast of Exmoor one-shot cover A, cover B, cover C by Thompson, and then your Wonderland Annual Reign of Madness one-shot cover A, and your cover B, and your cover C by Burns. All right. So, Boom is up next. The cover A for Eve, number 5. And that is some off-the-wall stuff looking there with that helmet on her. Eve, number 5, cover B. And then your 10-copy incentive is just a virginized variant of that one. Eve, number 5, cover D, 25-copy incentive. Mammo, number 3, cover A. And then your 10-copy incentive. Mighty Morphin number 11. So there's your cover A. Here is your legacy numbering, so that's why it says number 76 on it. But don't trip, this is actually Mighty Morphin number 11, everybody. So that should tell you where it takes place, but this is quite odd to see the White Ranger fighting the Green Ranger or Lord Dracon, it looks like. Is it the Green Ranger or is it Dracon? I can't tell. But anyway, here's your Mighty Morphin 10 copy incentive by Inyuk Lee, which is always amazing as of late. Your 15 copy incentive, which is the virginized of the B cover, and then your 25 copy incentive by Montez. But again, they've switched things up. So here's your FOC reveal variant by, appears to be Elizabeth Torque. Elizabeth Torque is everywhere, everybody. And of course, Mighty Morphin 11 gets you a 10 copy incentive. Reveal FOC variant by Elizabeth Torque Virgin. There is your cover H unlockable variant, most likely your one per store. Whoa. All right. Dark Horse, and Evelyn has cured her nasty, she's gotten some sunlight, because it looked like she was getting a little bit of jaundice there for a little bit. And if you remember what I'm talking about, her action figure was like 3 shades closer to gold than this post-it note. I mean, she was like yellow, like Crayola crayon, like her pigmentation was weird. So now they're giving her like a semi-human complexion. So it's crazy to see how things change over years, and they just kind of slide that in. And that is a nice cover because it's Dave Wilkins, everybody. Shout out to Big Leg. Of course, Sean Legg is one of his favorite artists, and one of the artists that he definitely recommends for a lot of things. And of course, here's your cover B. Not bad. The B cover is actually the Sienkiewicz cover for number 2 wasn't too terrible. Maze Book number 1. Cover A by Lemire, and then cover B by Sorrentino. And this is cool because it's like the puzzle book from back far, and then it's got the face up front, so it's definitely kind of like picture in picture. Unbelievable Unteen's World of Black Hammer, number 2 of 4. Cover AC. And it's because they do these weird numbering. Here is your cover BL. And that's going to round it out for Dark Horse. Next up, Dynamite. And of course, Dynamite giving us the goods. We have got Bruce Campbell, Army of Darkness, 1979. Check that out. Chopping the head off a zombie. I think he's zombified himself. And then, of course, here he is on top of the Statue of Liberty. And I can't tell if that... yeah, they're all zombies. Yeah. No worries, man. Welcome back. Army of Darkness Army of Darkness 1979 number 1, Yoon. And then here is your cover D, Sager. Your cover E, Blank Authentics. And your cover F, 10 copy incentive. 15 copy. 20 copy. 25 copy. And they're all black and white. And then, oh look, red. Oh look, more red. Oh look, even more red. Oh, here we go with a little bit of color. That's a signed Atlas edition. So that one's always going to be... I think these are like super different as far as opening price. I think these are either $59.99 or $99.99. But check with your LCS. Because these come signed. And I don't know if there's a way to get them to CGC like right off the gate, but there might be. Alright. Army of Darkness. Cover N, Premium Metal. Army of Darkness 79 number 1, cover O. Cover P. Cover Q. So that's a lot of covers, right? Oh, and then look, we're at Elvira meets Vincent Price, cover A. Elvira meets Vincent Price number 2, cover B. Elvira meets Vincent Price, number 2, cover C, and then cover D, cover E, cover F, and G, 25 copy. Okay, so Acosta Limited Virgin looks pretty cool. And then, of course, we're on to Kiss Phantom Obsession, which gave us a bunch of variants. So get ready. So here is your cover B, and then your cover C by Sealy, and then your cover D, cover E, which is your photo variant, and then your 10 copy incentive, your 20 copy incentive, 25 copy, 30 copy, and then your Lee Limited Virgin, your Sager Limited Virgin, and then the Premium FSC Sager variant was not available, and that will be the last one rounding out the Dynamite books. We're on to IDW. IDW giving us Cantu 3, Lionhearted number 3. And there's your cover A by Zucker. This is your cover B, which is your 10 copy incentive variant. Then this one, and just like they're doing Shattered Glass, I guess they thought it was a good idea. Let's do the Mirror Universe for Star Trek, since Ultra Maximus is talking about, you know, kind of like how Shattered Glass and Mirror Universe are kind of like similar things. I mean, if you're gonna look in a bizarro world, look no further than where reality is right now. But anyway, I guess this will be a good little chuckle to get down with, right? So we're gonna take a look at the Mirror War. Cover A, cover B, and then the 15 copy incentive. No other retail incentive, so just a 15 copy for you guys. So for all you Star Trek fans, this is kind of like the equivalent of Transformers Shattered Glass for Star Trek. Star Wars Adventures 2021 series, the number 9 cover A by Frank Avila. The cover B, which is going to be a Boba Fett cover. So you know what to do. And then of course here is your cover C, which is your 10 copy incentive. So let's just talk about this for a second. They actually have to order these. They can order 10 of these and just get the incentive. They never have to order any of these. They specifically have to say they want this cover. Make sure you tell your stores that you want that cover. And then, of course, Last Ronin, number 4, giving us cover A by Eastman. And then cover B, which is your 10 copy incentive. I am unaware of how many store exclusives exist for issue number 4, because I am just not looking anymore for some of these books, because it gets too tiresome. Like sometimes when I'm doing this show prep and I'm trying to see who's got store exclusives, sometimes I get a little bombarded. Sometimes I'll put them out there, but you know, I tried doing it for a friend's store, so you know, I put it out there and showed their book. But man, let me tell you, trying to keep up with the stuff that's on FOC, especially in the store exclusive side, is insanity. So I'm going to unfortunately leave that to you guys. But I appreciate you guys checking me out for all the other info that I like to drop here. And then, of course, let's show you some Image. And Image Comics, giving you Deadly Class, number 48. Yeah, you know, a lot of variants. No, we won't be batting him over that kind of comment. That's not inflammatory to anybody, really. Deadly Class number 48, cover B, by Mirka Andolfo, everybody. So this one's kind of a sleeper, and if you are a Mirka Andolfo fan, and you notice that she's getting a little bit more play nowadays, well, here's just a pretty cool cover by her, but it's on an obscure book. Look, I bought the Deadly Class when the kid was wearing the Nirvana shirt, just because I do that. But Excellence, number 11, cover A, Randolph Lopez. The cover B, and then we're on to Helm Grey Castle, number 4. Helm Grey Castle, cover B. Me You Love in the Dark, number 1, getting a second printing. Me You Love in the Dark, number 2 of 5. Moonshine, number 27. And then Ordinary Gods, number 3, cover A. Ordinary Gods number 2, cover B, 25 copy incentive. 6 Sidekicks of Trigger Keaton, number 4, cover A by Schweizer. And then here's your cover B by Allison. So wow, that's a lot of people stabbing this dude in the back. What's going on here? Anyway, Trover Saves the Universe, number 2. And you gotta love this X-Men homage right here. I mean, dead, expired, super dead, deadest. Yeah, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. All right, so next up, we're looking at DC Comics, which has got final orders that were due 5/15. So those are the ones that were due today. And let me tell you guys, there's some funny stuff going on here. Because first up and foremost, we got Batman 112. Jorge Jimenez giving us a cover that has Harley and Miracle Molly on it, as well as the Magistrates, and of course, so what's this dude? This guy, Ghostmaker. You know, so I mean, there's a bunch of stuff going on in this cover. Scarecrow in the background, and of course, they give Scarecrow the B cover, which is your cardstock. So Fear State, I guess is the new story that's breaking here. And 112 cover C, 125 Lucio Perillo. And then there's actually a 1 in 50. So Kale New getting a card stock, 1 in 50 incentive on Batman 112. Why are they doing, a big variant on a 112 issue? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? So probably something going on inside the guts. Yeah, so I believe, let me back it up for a second here. So I believe this is James Tynion's finale. And then he will be off at issue, I think, 119. So here we go. Batman Adventures continue, Season 2, number 4 of 7. There's your cover A, which they added. And then here's your cover B. Batman Urban Legends, number 7, Francesco Mattina. And then here is your cover B. And then here's your cover C. Black Manta, number 1, cover A. And then here's your cover B. Sanford Green killing it on this one, man. This is hardcore. They didn't show that one until late, so that one wasn't added, but there's also this 1 in 25 incentive. So we'll see what happens. I didn't see any team variants or anything crazy like that showing up for Lunar, so you never know. Anyway, Crushing Lobo, number 4 of 8. There's your cover A, and then here is your cover B. While it looks very much like Jen Bartel, it is not Jen Bartel. And then DC Horror presents The Conjuring, The Lover, number 4 of 5. Cover A, Bill Sienkiewicz. DC Horror presents The Conjuring, The Lover, number 4 of 5. Cover B, Ryan Brown. And then, of course, Green Lantern, number 6, did not show the cover A artwork, but they still had the cover B. So Brian Hitch giving us the cardstock variant. So something's going on with cover A. I mean, that's the only reason that I can think of is if they're not showing the cover, then something must be up. So we'll see. I know the previous issue. Stay tuned for my Raw report. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click on the notification bell for notifications. Infinite Frontier, number 6, cover A. And they didn't show the cover B, so there's probably going to be at least one. And then, let's see here. What's going on? Oh, man. Joker presents Puzzle Box number 2, cover A. Justice League number 67, cover A by Marquez. Oh, and then there's a cover B that they didn't show. Oh, actually, no, there it is right there. So what the hell is going on there? So why is there so many 67s on here? Was I just copying slides? And I think things just got out of hand here. So there's your cover A by Marquez. There's no cover there, and then here's your cover B, and here's your card stock. Okay. Justice League Infinity number 3. And then here is, and look, if that's the only cover for that one, we're good. Nice House on the Lake number 4 of 12. This was your cover A. And then, of course, this was your cover B. So let me know which one you're picking up. Are you guys picking up these variant covers, or are you picking up the cover A's on Nice House on the Lake? Rorschach number 12. Of course, are you picking up a Wanted Comics variants is the real question. Rorschach number 12 of 12, gotten your cover A by Jorge Fornes. And then check this out, Ben Oliver. If you guys haven't seen a lot of Ben Oliver's work, it's ridiculous like this. So last week he did that one Vampirilla, which is great stuff. And then, so there's that one for you. And then, of course, Sensational Wonder Woman number 7. And Tula Lotte Wonder Woman. I have a feeling that this one right here, look, as more and more of these artists start doing more of these covers over at DC, Tula's been around for a while. She's not really hardcore broken out yet, I think, because I don't know why. I mean, she did a couple of Spider-Man covers. She's done covers for a lot of books, but this right here is right up her alley. It's definitely, very modern, but her colors are on point. Let's see. Something's Killing the Children, number 8. 18 is unreal. Oh, Ben Oliver? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I can imagine. I got to check out that Something's Killing the Kids. All right, so Suicide Squad number 7, cover A. Eduardo Panzia. I'm sorry, I just fucked up the name. Bad. But anyway, here's your cover A. Here is your Kevin Maguire cardstock variant. And then Superman, Son of Kal-El number 1 is getting a second printing. And this is wild. So it's getting a second printing, and then of course here is your 1 in 25 incentive version of that one. So not only is it getting a second printing, it's getting a second printing variant. I guess they're trying to incentivize you guys to buy more copies of it, so they're really going to be pushing him as Superman is what I'm getting from that one. All right. So Swamp Thing number 7 of 10, cover A, Mike Perkins. Swamp Thing number 7, cover B by Francesco Mattina. That is your cardstock variant. So now we are on to the DC stuff that final orders are due in the following Sunday. So this is going to be the list of books that all you guys here in the secret variant are going to get first dibs on until we find out what's going on with Marvel's distribution and if we're going to have to change days. But this is going to continue to be a Sunday night show until further notice. So, and this constantly been fire thing for Swamp Thing is kind of a consensus that I picked from a lot of people reading it. So I have to say there's a lot of people who do agree with you there, cover lover. And I'm sorry, Chad, if you sent me something on IG and I didn't reply, my apologies, my dude, because I mostly am clearing icons because it's kind of buried. But I appreciate you sending me stuff, man. Tag me in it. We're going to talk about that, okay? I picked up the number 1 for Superman in years, and you loved it. Well, Nate, that's definitely reassuring. And as somebody who, again, I love the dynamic of having a younger Superman and Superboy with a married Lois Lane. It was a really good read. Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries number 6 of 12, and Batman 89. So let's back up. So yeah, there's no B covers there. So Batman 89 number 2, cover A. We got our Two-Face Harvey, right? And they didn't show a cover B. So expect there to be other covers added in the course of the week. I didn't get a chance to go to Free Comic Book Day because drunken chat ruined me for the morning. So Challenge of the Super Sons number 6, cover A, Simone DeMeo. Deathstroke Incorporated number 1, cover A by Howard Porter. Deathstroke Inc., Francesco Mattina, killing it on this one. That's like, guys, look at this skull and stuff. Yeah, blown away. That's good looking stuff. And honestly, so speaking of looking at that Deathstroke, I just rewatched the whole first 2 seasons of Titans and the first 3 episodes of the new season. So I may take a look at that and talk about it on Wednesday. We'll talk more about some of these things. Deathstroke Incorporated has this wonderful Adam Hughes card stock variant. So right now, this book is probably going to be on people's radar because right now it's not on FOC for another week. So in other words, yes, tell your good friends about the show, but don't go around telling everybody about this book if you don't want them to blow it up. But it's probably going to be a pretty overordered book, but still, Black Canary fans are probably going to want it. Adam Hughes fans are definitely going to want it. Cardstock variant increases your chances highly of a 9.8. Talk to your stores accordingly. And then, of course, this one right here, Gerardo Zaffino is doing a foil cardstock variant. So, you guys know what that means. If there is a focus on these covers to get 250, there's going to be a heavy focus on probably this one here and this one here over top of the A cover. We're going to talk about it. But this right here is your 250 copy Let's Play Ball variant. So they'd have to order 250 copy minimum in order to qualify for the ability to order as many of these as they want. And then, of course, there is a 25 copy incentive right here. So Future State Gotham is the next book up, cover A, Simone DeMeo. And then they didn't show the cover B, but there's probably going to be at least a cover B, maybe even a cover C. Hardware Season 1, number 2, cover A. And they didn't show cover B. And then this one right here is going to be massive because they've already released it via digital format. The internet already got a hold of it. Ultra Maximus even reported on his Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser because he likes to give you guys a heads up on things. So there's some store exclusives for this one. However, it's borderline explicit. Well, no, not borderline explicit. It is totally explicit. Like, there's so much adult stuff in there. Like, I think it even says 18 plus on it. So it is 18 plus. It's definitely one of those books. So being that it's an 18 plus DC book and it's not Black Label and it's Harley Quinn and it's, very deep on the relationship of Ivy and Harley here, I can only imagine what they've got up their sleeve for covers B or anything else like that. You literally just tagged me in a PM. Okay. That's not exactly what I meant, but tag me in the stuff you see. But we'll get to that. Batman, Ben Oliver. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Just the Oliver Coipel. See, Chad, you got me all messed up here, man. I Am Batman #1, cover B by Greg Capullo, however, is not messed up because it's Greg Capullo. Cover C, Francisco Mattina, cardstock variant. Joker #7, cover A, Gulliam Mark. And look at this one, right? Here's your pilot, and the co-pilot has a knife through the seat somehow. With no blood. But anyway. Justice League Last Ride #5 of 7, cover A, Derek Robertson. And then Lock and Key, Sandman Universe, Hell and Gone, #2. There's your one-shot. And they're calling it a one-shot, but it's #2, so that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But Lock and Key, Sandman Universe, Hell and Gone, #2, one-shot, cover B. Mad Magazine, The Mad Bark Bag. Pennyworth #2. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, #4, cover A. Cover B. And then, oh, I'm sorry. This is Superman and the Authority. That's not the cover B. What you're looking for is going to be that one. And then here's the Bengal cover B for Superman and the Authority, #3. And Superman, Son of Kal-El, #3, cover B, and Yuck Lee cardstock variant. This one is a lot better than the last one that had some people saying, I think it was something along the lines of, I don't think Yuck Lee can do a bad cover. And then I showed that one. They're like, oh, crap. But you know what happens? There's some artists that are really, really good, and they, in order for you to recognize how good they are, sometimes they got to just let you down a little bit here and there. But anyway, Titans United #1 of 7. This is weird, isn't it? So Titans United #1 of 7 cardstock variant, and then here's the Union cardstock variant. Wonder Woman 779 cover A, Travis Moore. Yeah, pause. Marvel giving us Amazing Spider-Man #73. Sinister War tie-in, of course, and then here is your handbook variant of the Shocker. I'm the Shocker! I'm the Shocker! Remember that from Spider-Man Homecoming? The original Shocker gets shocked, and then Sticky Fingers takes over for him. Onyx, slam, everybody. Da, da, da. Let the boys be boys. Amazon Amazing Spider-Man #73. Vincentini variant. Here's your 1 in 25. And then here's your armor-fied Captain America. So in the Avengers Tech On Avengers, all of the Avengers lose their powers to a magical Red Skull in the animated series that looks like an anime. And then the Peach Momoko variant, of course, gives them strength. Gives them strength. Champions #9. And then, of course, here's your 3 champions, Kamala Khan, Miles Morales, and Nova. Now, what are they going to do? Because, like, if they do retcon her powers in the TV series, are they going to leave them alone in the comic book? That's not one of the things that I really don't see them keeping her like this in the comics if she's a hit TV-wise. So, guys, if she's miserable TV-wise and all the spec gets ruined on her character for TV translation, well, then the good news is that all of her books will be worth something because they keep her powers the same way. So you won't be bottomed out completely. I think that's your only hope, man, because look, if they do change it, it's going to be bad. I know there's a lot of people who are like, what do you mean they're changing her powers? Anyway, Conan the Barbarian, number 25. So look, everybody, we're dealing with Conan the Barbarian, number 25. However, I believe this is Legacy 300. Yeah, it is. Here's your sketch variant. So Conan the Barbarian, number 25, a.k.a. Legacy 300. Here's your Peach Momoko variant. And then here is your Garcin variant. And then the Dan Panosian variant, everybody. So your 25 copy, maybe a 50 copy incentive. You're going to want to check with your LCSs on that one because there's a bunch of covers here. De La Torre variant. And then the Conan Barbarian, number 25, Daniel Kuna variant with an amazing fantasy swipe. You see it now, don't you? I know you see it now. Now that I said it, you can't unsee it because it truly is. It's a really good homage. And if you look down, you can see the black spider on there. So, Eastman doing a design variant. Pretty cool. Very Kevin Eastman-ish. And then the Toth Hidden Gem variant. That's crazy. So, shout out to Alex Toth. No, it's ASM 300 swipe. Thank God. Anyway, we've got Daredevil on some stained glass right here. And this A cover, honestly, okay, look. I'm not a big Daredevil fan. I know there's some people out there that are absolutely like, this is the best book ever. And, you know, sometimes Daredevil can be because the dude's blind and, you know, he beats up a lot of people. And if you have a lot of aggression and you want to beat up a lot of people, then Daredevil's probably your kind of book. But the big triangle between Daredevil, Elektra, and Bullseye, I guess some more stuff goes down. And we saw multiple Bullseyes trying to kill Elektra and her doing some serious things. So it's crazy. It's crazy. But I like the stained glass cover. Stained glass cover A looks pretty cool. And then also, Rob Liefeld actually delivering some goods here. Daredevil and Deadpool right here. 30th anniversary, baby. And then, of course, you know they weren't going to leave it alone. So here he is, Miles Morales, in yet another Spider variant suit. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of the Daredevil number 34 Miles Morales 10th anniversary Lopez variant. And then we've got Deadpool Black, White, and Blood number 2. Then the Johnson variant. And then here we have the U variant cover, which is going to be your incentive variant. And Laniel Yu is killing it here. And then, of course, if you are down with Galactus's mom has got it going on. Rhythm, they left you at the last page of Defenders number 1. Well, Defenders number 2 right there is your first cover appearance of Galactus's mom, and more than what I guess you can be construed as a cameo. Let me know what you think. Was it a cameo or first full? Are you calling it in the previous issue? Because if we get like extensive backstory in issue number 2, there might be people out there that are going to try to argue for it. However, she's only on the A cover. She is not found on either of the variant covers. But I have a mysterious feeling that Doctor Strange has got some things going on. Am I having some internet delay? Not that I know of. I hope not. So, but what about his dad? Yes, Nate, see? That's what I'm saying. What if Doctor Strange is Galactus' dad? And we just find out in this origin story right here. So here is your Rodriguez teaser variant. And then Excalibur number 23, of course, we're hanging out with Doctor Doom. Rogue is not hanging out with these guys, though. She's over in the X-Men team. So we've got Doctor Doom chilling with them now. And I know this is an open order variant, but man, that is sick. Absolutely sick. Oh, I'm lagging, huh? You're saying that I'm lagging? Man, that's not good. That's not good at all. I've got everything else closed, so I don't know why I could be possibly lagging. A little bit, huh? I have a feeling I know what it is. So now that the Windows allows me to do the simulcast when I do my Whatnot sales, the phone automatically will connect to my computer, and it's doing it via Bluetooth. So we'll see. Anyway, hopefully the rest of the stream's good for you guys. So we'll see. So this one right here again is Excalibur number 23, the Ron variant. Fuego looking. Extreme Carnage Toxin number 1. Extreme Carnage Toxin number 1, the Dave Johnson connecting variant, aka the trading card variant. So that's wild looking. And then the Extreme Carnage Toxin number 1 Young variant. So of all the things you could have gotten from an ice cream truck, you decided to eat the one that looks like you. It's got a lot to unpack. Well, you can unpack it with the Philip Tan variant here, and that's amazing looking. And then, of course, the Symbiote variant cover, which is your 1 in 50 incentive wraparound. So be on the lookout for that one if you guys are able to find it and pick it up for cheap. I've been seeing these things actually go for a lot further under cover, or under ratio at least. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Between Luke Cage and Moon Knight, nobody better owe them money, for real. And yo, for real, Chad, Dr. Doom owed Luke Cage some money, and Luke went and collected. He ain't fucking around. So, Kazar, Lord of the Savage Land, number 1. Number 1 of 5. And then, of course, number 1 Cabal variant. Rob Liefeld variant. Peach Momoko variant. And then the Silva Stormbreakers variant. So everybody welcome Shauna the She-Devil back. And then here is your Garcia, your map variant. And then the Savage Land Torque variant by Elizabeth Torque. I think that's phenomenal. Again, Elizabeth Torque's everywhere. I'm loving it. Did a spec matrix on her a little ways back. She's got a ton of good covers. Savage Avengers number 24. And Shang Chi number 4. Shang Chi number 4, Clark Miles Morales variant. So check out this Miles variant cover here. So now all of a sudden he's in like a spider leather jacket with a Michael Jackson Thriller collar. Hey man, back in the 70s, man, 13 was a lot, right? 13 was like 100. I mean, we're not talking about, pennies here. Shang-Chi number 14, this variant cover though, I don't know what you guys think about this, but leave me a comment below, let me know what you think of that one. And of course, Michael Cho doing it, and yet another variant cover on this one. Lots of stuff going on, of course, with the Fantastic Four. I wonder if the story about Johnny Storm not being able to turn off the flame. And then, of course, Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 14. And then the Lucasfilm 50th Anniversary variant cover. Star Wars High Republic is getting a second printing variant. And then Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 4 or 5, which also has this blueprint variant cover. And then the JTC action figure variant. And then, of course, you have your trading card incentive, which is your, I believe, your 1 in 25. And then I believe this is your Brian Hitch 1 in 50 incentive variant. So yeah, Brian Hitch doing a cover on this one. They bumped it up from 1 in 25 to 1 in 50 on that. And then, of course, Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters number 1 for the Jabba the Hutt getting a second print variant cover. X-Force number 23. And then the final book on the list, X-Force number 23 with an awesome scan variant. And we'll talk probably more about this one. We'll see what books I'll talk about on Wednesday when you guys come in and tune in and check it out on the Wednesday Comic Book Presser. So, guys, please stand by for the remaining messages on this program. And I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning into the live stream. And all of you guys in the live chat, please be sure to smash that like button. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel because, of course, the Raw Report will probably be going live maybe tomorrow. Maybe some more than that. we'll see. But you guys make sure, again, you are subscribed to the channel, because we're going to want to enter you into the Ultrabox giveaway. And the only way to do that is to, of course, be subscribed to my channel. So make sure you are on that notification bell, of course, for notifications when I go live. But tag Ultra Maximus if you see news on Twitter, and this is where you can do so. Ultra Maximus at X, Ultra Maximus X on Twitter. You can also follow me there. You can also message me on Twitter, because it's a little bit easier for me to reply than via IG, because IG is sometimes stupid and I don't like to go on IG to message people, unfortunately. But I have it there because I still need it, I guess. But if you really need to shoot me a message, that's the place to do it, is right here. Now, the other things are, of course, you can follow me and tag me at ULTRA MAXIMUS, and of course, if you see news on Facebook and IG, that is the profile to tag me with. So it's going to be really, really good to see you guys starting to tag me in these things. And of course, I will, of course, give you credit when we post the news. So tune into the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, where, of course, I will be showing you guys some of the picks from this week's secret variant. We'll take a look at that on the FOC review. And of course, thank you. I really graciously appreciate you guys tuning into my streams. And of course, I'll see you in a couple of days, maybe see you someplace else before then. And thank you again, Joshua Vincent. Smash that like button and smash everything else. Just don't smash your keyboard, and make sure it's still operable so you can come back and watch again later. Yeah, you know, if you message me on IG, if it's not like super duper, like really majorly life and death kind of thing, I'm probably going to clear the icon. No offense. I get a lot of messages on there, that's why, and I just kind of have to do it sometimes, because just, you know, actually I turn notifications off on a lot of things just because my phone starts blowing up. But I appreciate you guys. That means you guys hold my heart, or something like that. Pause. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Good seeing you. Thanks again for tuning in.